Hello everyone. This is Miss Flippit, your flippin' life cheerleader, happiness coach. And she does have a webpage at www.flippinlifecheerleader.com. And she also has, oh, you already know, well, has a YouTube channel, Gypsy Medicine Woman, to read her cards. She's always traveling around reading her cards, so you never know where she's going to be to read those cards. And this is just a reading just to see where things are at, what the cards want us to know. We've got a lot of stuff going out there in the world that's just a little chaotic, and it's like, are we even allowed to be happy in the middle of this chaos? Let's see what the cards have to say. If it's okay to be happy in the middle of all the chaos we got going. First the Corona, and now Black Lives Matter, which they do. Whoops. And what's it say? It says, yeah, we got to watch our back. We got to take what we can and make sure we're taking what's important for us from our home environment, from wherever we're going. Make sure we're taking what is important. We can leave behind what's not important. So the question is still, are we allowed to be happy? Is it okay to still be happy even though all of this chaos is going on around us? Whoa. It says there's new beginnings coming up. And this is really cute that this came up. This is for the world. New beginnings for the world. That's what just came up. So we've got to take what's important to us for the new beginnings that are going to happen for the world. So it's affecting everybody. So the question still is it okay for us to be happy? Let's see. It says, leave those stories behind. Don't allow yourself to be tricked by those lower emotional feels. So far, it's okay to still be happy. Okay. Too many cards fell, so I picked them back up. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, wonderful month, and so be it. It ought to be a wonderful year by the time this is all over. We should work through all our stuff. Okay, we're still looking, making sure it's okay for us to be happy through all this chaotic time. A few cards fell. I picked them back up. Too many fell in at once. It says, keep a shuffling, keep a shuffling. It says, I got a card that you need to see. I wonder what. Oh, this is a card. It says, yes, we have lots of doors to choose from, but there's really only one door that's the right door. See, that one door, that's the right door. You might have other doors available coming around, but there's one door that fits you perfectly, fits each one of us perfectly. That's inner peace, wholeness, contentment, happiness, love, above love, joy, laughter, play. That's the door. That's the door we want. You have any more cards to share with us today? It says, yeah, hold on, I'm just shuffling them around. That's what the cards had to say. Yep, they got more cards to share with us today. The choices, what are the choices? Yep. The choices is, says, still watch out. We have the shadow side showing up. And it's trying to get us to clean that shadow side up, so we can choose the right door. If we're operating from the black side, we're going to be confused to what door to open up. So from the dark side, we need to open it up from the lighter side, the brighter side. And so we can receive all the love around our sorrow, around our disappointment. We can embrace the love. Okay, what you got to say now? If we have that dark story coming, we're going to feel less than whole and complete. And we had all the bunnies around that woman saying, hey, you're whole, you're complete, we love you. You can get out of that sorrow, you can get out of that sadness. It's okay. You don't have to stay there. What else the cards have to say? You got any more? And they said, of course, we're not going to leave you right there stranded. Of course. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Give me another card. Thank you. Yep. Putting all, we have a new tree that's been planted, and it has growth in it. It has fruit on it. It's nice and green and fresh. So, and it is, that tree is growing in the middle of where everything else, see all of these things behind the tree, those are all dried up trees, but we have a fresh tree that's growing. New beginnings. The new beginning has a growth in it, and that growth has fruit on it. So, and it has the green underneath. That tree is ripe. That tree is vibrant. That tree is ready to grow life in a magical way. It says that we are putting more magic out there. We're stirring things up in one way so we can see the 𝐿𝐼, to see the dark side. So we can flip our stories around to bring in the new story, to new growth that feels magical. Any more cards, my dear Enchanted Forest deck? Any more? Oh, let's see. Yeah. It may seem that we may have to leave some things behind, and it may be painful for us to leave things behind the way that we've been used to operating them. And not everybody's going to understand why we have to leave those things behind. They may be something that we love very much. Whoa! I'll be right back. What I would say that we have to leave behind is those old emotional feels, those feelings that make us feel like we have to hurt, or we have to be in pain, or we have to suffer. Who said we have to suffer to grow? Where did we get that idea? Because we sure are doing a lot of suffering right now to grow into our better spot. Leave those emotional feelings behind. And yes, it might hurt because we're expanding, we're growing, we're trying to bring a better life forward so we may all feel grounded. And this is, for us to do that, we need to spend time alone so we can check things out on our internal self. We can even write our stories. We can write down what it is that's bothering us, and then flip that story around in your writing. When you write it out and what you don't like, what you wrote out, then write the story that you would like. That helps flip the energetical feel around for that moment, for what's taking place with that emotional feeling. So it says, go inside to your temple in yourself. Find your answers that you're looking for out there in here. And you may have to write them, you may have to sing them, you may have to draw them, but each one of us has our own answers. Woo! The gift is being offered. We are being given in a gift from peace, from love, from happiness. It says, it's okay. We're going to start feeling this better way. Once we go in and check our internal self out and figure out what's really bothering us, and giving those 𝐿𝐼 stories a new vibrational feeling of a story, then we can feel at peace. We can feel calm. We can feel like, hey, we belong here. And look at all the growth that's happening there. We don't have to feel like we're stuck out here and don't have anything. We don't have to feel like there's nothing out here. Okay. That card had fallen down on the ground with the Lovers, so we'll see if the Lovers falls out next. So it is about our internally loving ourselves. So. And the cards know how to come back out. If I put them back in and they're supposed to be out, they will flip back out 2 or 3 times if I put them back in that many times. Okay, now we're outside and feeling that less than story. Let's see what it wants us to do after that. When she's saying, this is like being outside feeling like we're less than, we don't have enough, but this is saying, hey, come on in to this place. This is where we'd like you to go. This is where we'd like you to be, in that peaceful place, and welcome, a warm, welcoming home. Yep. And as the card is, remember, we have to look inside for our answers. Here we are, we're getting ready to go, we're making choices. Which story do we want to hold on to? Which story do we want to hold on to? Whoa, I don't know why all these cards keep falling down there today, but I'm gonna go dig them up again. I'll be right back. Every time they have fallen down, there's been 3 cards. I normally don't read them if there's that many cards, not unless it made sense to the story. There went 4 cards out, but it was in my lap that time. Yep. It's showing us how to become our own huntsman. It's showing us how to take care of ourselves. If there's no one else around, it's showing us how we can manage to take care of ourselves. And this is coming from the highest council. All the animals are out there saying, come on, you guys can do this. We need to learn how to love ourselves unconditionally. Forgiving all the things that have happened to us. Forgiving ourselves for even looking at them that way. Please, please, please bring that unconditional loving self within, so we can operate from that unconditional loving self as a whole. Stop worrying about everything. La da 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 da. Da da da. Okay. There's another tarot deck here. Does it want me to change? It's saying yes, it wants me to change decks. Oh! It says, instead of worrying about everything, play music. Get in balance. Be grounded and tune yourself in to the planet, to the earth. Ground ourselves so we feel musical, so we feel in tune, so we feel in alignment. I'm still shuffling the same deck of cards. It says, let your magic come out. You've been given a lot of tools, and you have all the tools to be able to figure things out. All the answers that you're looking for are within yourself. You have all the tools to figure yourself out. And that's a magical way. It's like, okay, we got all the tools, and that means I can figure out everything that I need to know, and I don't have to go looking somewhere else for someone to tell you what it is that you need to fix within your life. Now I'm going to quit with this deck because they fell out whole bunch down on the floor again. And I did get a message to move on to the Unknown Tarot. So, the Unknown Tarot, we want to know more about, is it okay to be happy in the middle of chaos? Chaos, yes. It's okay to be happy in the middle of chaos, to be totally in love with yourself, to get over all of those hurts and all of those pains and all those wounds from all those thoughts that made us feel this way, and start working together as a whole, feeling as if you, no matter which direction you go, you are full, you are complete, you're filled with a colorful, vibrant way. And in the meantime, you're getting teamwork in there. Things are working out for you. Yeah, we want things to work out for us. Fail the answer. The question is it okay to be happy in the middle of chaos? You know, when I'm going through chaos, I don't like everybody else around me to be happy, but I don't want them to go through the chaos I'm going through either, so I want them to see what part of it we could work through this together. Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's see, new beginnings. There's new beginnings coming our way. And that was at the beginning of the deck. We got new beginnings coming our way. And those new beginnings are from a childlike mind. A childlike mind means that nothing's wrong. Everything is right. No matter what we do, it's right. And if it doesn't quite work, we just change the direction a little bit. You know, when you're a child, when you go to do something, like if you go to color on the wall, you don't feel like it's wrong, you feel like it's right, and so you keep coloring. So, and that's what it's saying, not to worry about what anybody else thinks about what direction you're going, or what it is that you need, or what it is that you're doing. Just be knowing that you're operating from that childlike mind. That means whatever you're doing where time goes by pretty quick, because you're enjoying your life, you're having fun, you're not concerned about the rest of the world. You're not well, I don't mean it that way. You're not concerned about what's going on around you so much, because you are centered, you are balanced, you are whole, you are complete. And even though you would like things to be better out there, you're not affected by it. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. You are concerned, but you're not affected emotionally. You're not affected. You're actually given strength, so you know exactly what it is your part in this to bring a balance within, so that balance within is actually affecting what's going on the outer world around you. And I think that's going to be it, since I started with new beginnings and I'm ending with new beginnings. I like that, and we're going to call that the end of this reading. So this is Miss Flippy, your Flippin' Life Cheerleader Coach, your happiness coach. I also have a podcast show. That podcast is Flippin' Feels, where she goes in and helps you flip your emotional feelings around to better. Okay, this is Miss Flippin'. Until next time, have a wonderful day.